Single dad
Hold
missed his
on!
big interview to help a stranger.
I got
She
you.
was
Keep
the
going.
CEO who changed all. Hello, everyone.
This doesn't
and
look
welcome
right.
back to Romance
check
Rewind
the timing.
Stories. Before we dive into today's incredible story, I have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying these heartwarming
Look at our little runner
tales,
go.
please hit that
So
subscribe
full of energy.
button and turn on the notification
Yes, you
bell
are.
so you never miss our latest uploads. It's quick, it's free, and it's the best way to support us in bringing you more emotional romance stories. And here's something I'd love to know. Where are you watching from today? Drop your city or country in the comments below. I always enjoy seeing our amazing community from around the world. Oh, and if this story touches your heart, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us grow and reach more people who love these kinds of tales. Now let's get into today's story. Single dad missed his big interview to help a stranger. She was the CEO who changed everything. River Hayes stood outside the towering glass building in downtown Seattle, staring at his reflection in the polished windows and trying desperately to calm his racing heart. The interview was in 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes to potentially change his entire life and everything about his future. He smoothed down his tie, borrowed from his neighbor because River didn't actually own one, and checked his phone one more time. His sister had texted, "Good luck, you've got this. Lily says break a leg." River smiled warmly at the mention of his daughter. Lily was 7 years old, bright as sunshine, and she was the entire reason he was standing here in an ill-fitting suit that was slightly too tight in the shoulders, about to interview for a senior operations manager position at Northbridge Industries, one of the largest and most prestigious logistics companies in the entire Pacific Northwest. For 3 long years, since his ex-wife had walked out on them both without warning or explanation, River had been struggling constantly to make ends meet, working 2 demanding jobs, warehouse work during the day, bar shifts at night, while his sister Sarah watched Lily, barely sleeping, barely eating, barely surviving from one paycheck to the next. But he'd applied for this position on a desperate whim, never genuinely expecting to hear back from such a major company. The salary was triple what he made now, working both jobs combined. It came with full benefits, retirement matching, and stability. Real stability. The ability to actually be present in his daughter's life instead of constantly racing between jobs and childcare and exhaustion. This interview was absolutely everything. River took a deep, steadying breath and started walking toward the entrance. That's when he heard the crash. It came from the parking garage directly across the street. The sharp screech of tires, the sickening crunch of metal on metal, and then a woman's voice crying out in sudden pain and fear. River froze completely, his hand already on the glass door handle. He looked at his watch. 12 minutes to the interview. 12 minutes to get upstairs, check in with reception, compose himself properly, and present the absolute best possible version of himself to the hiring committee that held his future in their hands. Another cry from the parking garage, more desperate this time, laced with genuine panic. River looked at the building entrance, then at the parking garage across the street, then at his watch again, watching the seconds tick away. And then he ran. He sprinted across the busy street, dodging honking traffic, his borrowed shoes slipping dangerously on the wet pavement from the morning rain. The parking garage was dimly lit and smelled strongly of oil and exhaust fumes. River followed the sounds, someone crying, the ominous hiss of a damaged radiator up to the second level. A silver sedan had crashed violently into a concrete support pillar. The front end was completely crumpled, steam rising ominously from the destroyed engine. And inside, trapped, a woman sat gripping the steering wheel, her door jammed shut by the impact, her face pale with shock and obvious pain. "Hey, are you okay?" River yanked hard on the door handle, but it wouldn't budge even slightly. The metal was warped badly from the collision. "I can't. The door won't open." The woman was maybe in her late 30s, with dark hair pulled back in what had probably been a neat bun before the crash, and striking blue eyes that were currently wide with panic. "I think my leg is stuck. I can't move it at all." River could smell gasoline. Not a lot, but enough to make his heart race even faster with concern. "Okay, stay calm. I'm going to get you out of here. What's your name?" "Celeste. My name is Celeste." "Celeste, I'm River. I'm going to try the passenger door, okay? Just hold on and stay as still as you can." River ran around to the other side of the damaged car. This door opened, thank God, but the extensive damage to the driver's side meant the entire frame was twisted unnaturally. Celeste's left leg was pinned tightly between the seat and the crushed dashboard. "This is going to hurt," River said honestly, climbing carefully into the passenger seat. "But I need to move the seat back to free your leg. Can you handle that?" Celeste nodded, tears streaming down her face. "Do it. Please. I can smell the gasoline too." River found the seat adjustment lever and pulled with all his strength, using every muscle to force the damaged seat backward against the twisted metal. Celeste cried out in pain, but the seat moved and her leg finally came free. "Okay, I've got you now. Put your arms around my neck." River lifted her as carefully as he could, mindful of her injured leg, and carried her out of the car and away from the wreckage. He set her down gently on a concrete barrier about 50 feet away, just as the first wisps of smoke started curling ominously from under the hood. "You're okay. You're safe now." River pulled off his suit jacket without thinking and wrapped it around Celeste's shoulders. She was shivering violently, probably from shock. "I'm calling 911 right now. My phone, it's still in the car. Don't worry about it at all. I've got mine." River dialed quickly, gave the operator their exact location, and was assured an ambulance was already on the way. Someone else must have called it in from a different floor. Only then did River allow himself to check his watch. 9:47 a.m. His interview had started exactly 2 minutes ago, the interview he'd prepared for over weeks, the interview that could change absolutely everything for him and Lily, the interview that represented the difference between constantly struggling and drowning and actually being able to breathe, the interview that was his one chance, probably his only chance, at this kind of opportunity. River looked at Celeste, who was clutching his jacket tightly around her shoulders, her face still pale, but her breathing steadier now than before. He looked at his phone in his hand. He could call, could explain what happened, could ask to reschedule, hope they'd understand. But looking at this woman, this complete stranger he'd pulled from a wrecked car that could have exploded at any moment, River knew deep in his bones that he'd made the right choice. Some things were simply more important than interviews, even life-changing ones. "Are you okay to stay here alone for just a minute? I need to make a quick call." Celeste nodded weakly. "Thank you for getting me out. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been walking by. Don't think about that. You're safe now. That's what matters." River stepped away several feet and called the number he'd been given for the interview. A receptionist answered, professional and cool. "Hi, this is River Hayes. I had an interview scheduled for 9:45 this morning with the hiring committee for the senior operations manager position. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm so sorry. There was an emergency, a serious car accident. I had to help someone who was trapped. Mr. Hayes, the committee is already in session. If you're not here, we'll have to move forward with the other candidates." River closed his eyes, feeling his one chance slipping away. "I understand completely. I'm sorry for wasting your time." He hung up before the receptionist could respond, before the full crushing weight of what he'd just done could settle on his shoulders and destroy him completely. When he returned to Celeste, emergency vehicles were pulling into the parking garage from multiple directions. Paramedics immediately surrounded her, asking rapid questions, checking her vitals carefully, examining her leg with professional efficiency. "Sir, were you in the vehicle?" one of the paramedics asked River directly. "No, I pulled her out." "You may have saved her life. That car's fuel line was ruptured." Another few minutes and the paramedic didn't finish the sentence, but he didn't need to. They all understood. They loaded Celeste onto a stretcher with practiced efficiency. As they were wheeling her toward the waiting ambulance, she reached out suddenly and grabbed River's hand with surprising strength. "You missed something important for me, didn't you? I saw you check your watch. You were dressed for something formal. An interview?" River managed a small smile. "It's okay. Really. Some things are more important than job interviews. What's your full name, please? I want to thank you properly when this is all over." "River Hayes. But you don't need to thank me at all. Just take care of yourself, okay?" Celeste held his hand for another long moment, her blue eyes intense and searching, like she was memorizing his face. "River Hayes. I won't forget that name. I promise you." "Deal." Then the paramedics were loading her into the ambulance, and River was left standing completely alone in the parking garage in his borrowed dress shirt, his suit jacket gone, his one real shot at changing his life completely destroyed. He called his sister from the bus stop, waiting in the drizzling rain. "How'd it go?" Sarah asked immediately, excitement clear in her voice. "Are you the new senior operations manager?" "I didn't make it to the interview." Silence. "Then what happened? River, what happened?" River explained everything. The crash, the trapped woman, the smell of gasoline, the choice he'd made. Sarah listened without interrupting once. When he finished, she sighed heavily. "You're a good person, River. One of the best people I know, but damn it, you needed that job so badly." "I know. What are you going to do now?" "Same thing I always do. Figure it out somehow. Keep going. For Lily." "You're breaking my heart. You know that?" "Yeah. I'm breaking my own heart too." River went back to his warehouse job the next day, back to his bar shifts every night, back to the exhausting, endless grind of trying to provide for his daughter while barely keeping his head above water financially and emotionally. He tried desperately not to think about the interview, about the life he'd glimpsed for just a moment before it slipped completely through his fingers. Lily noticed he was quieter than usual. "Daddy, are you sad about something?" "No, sweetheart, just tired from work." "Did the important thing go okay?" River pulled her into a tight hug. "The important thing went perfectly, because I got to come home to you." 3 days after the accident, River received a phone call from a number he didn't recognize. "Is this River Hayes?" "Yes, speaking." "This is Marcus Webb, Head of Human Resources at Northbridge Industries. I'm calling about the interview you missed on Tuesday morning." River's stomach dropped like a stone. "I already apologized for that. I understand you moved forward with other candidates. Actually, we'd like to reschedule your interview. Would you be available to come in tomorrow at 2 p.m.? River blinked in complete confusion. Yes, absolutely. But I thought, let's just say, we've received some additional information that makes us very interested in speaking with you specifically. Can you confirm your availability for tomorrow afternoon?" "Yes, tomorrow at 2. I'll be there." River showed up the next day, 15 minutes early, wearing the same borrowed tie and a suit jacket he'd bought at Goodwill that morning for $8. The receptionist smiled warmly when he gave his name. "Mr. Hayes, please have a seat. Someone will be with you very shortly." 5 minutes later, a woman approached. Tall, professional, with perfectly styled blonde hair and a no-nonsense expression. "Mr. Hayes, I'm Janet Reeves, VP of Operations. Would you come with me, please?" River followed her through the impressive building, his heart pounding wildly. They passed the conference rooms where interviews were typically held and headed instead toward the executive suites on the top floor. "I'm sorry. I thought I was interviewing for the operations manager position." "You are. The committee just wants to meet you first before we proceed." Janet led him to a large corner office with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Elliott Bay. And sitting behind the massive mahogany desk, her leg in a walking boot, was Celeste, the woman from the car accident. River stopped dead in his tracks. "Celeste?" "Hello, River." She stood carefully, leaning on the desk for support. "Or should I say, Mr. Hayes, please sit down." River sat slowly, his mind racing frantically. "I don't understand. What are you doing here?" "I'm Celeste Northbridge. I'm the CEO of Northbridge Industries. This is my company." The words hit River like a physical blow. The woman he'd pulled from the wrecked car, the stranger he'd sacrificed his interview for, was the CEO of the company he'd been trying to work for. "I've spent the past 3 days learning everything I could about you," Celeste continued, sitting back down with a slight wince of pain. "You're 32 years old, single father to a 7-year-old daughter named Lily. You've been working 2 full-time jobs for the past 3 years to support her after your ex-wife left. You've never missed a single one of your daughter's school events, despite working 70-hour weeks consistently. Your former employers all say you're the hardest worker they've ever seen. Your current warehouse supervisor said, and I quote, 'River Hayes is the kind of man who would give you his last dollar and the shirt off his back if you needed it. And he'd do it with a smile.'" River felt his face flush with heat. "I don't know what to say to any of that." "You don't have to say anything at all. I already know everything I need to know about your character. You proved it definitively when you ran toward a car accident instead of away from it. When you missed the most important interview of your life to help a complete stranger. When you gave me your jacket and stayed with me until the paramedics arrived, even though every second that passed was costing you something irreplaceable. Anyone would have done the same thing." "No, River, they absolutely wouldn't have. I've been in the corporate world for 15 years, and I can count on one hand the number of people who would sacrifice a 6-figure job opportunity to help a stranger in need." Celeste leaned forward intently. "I want to offer you the Senior Operations Manager position. Starting salary is $180,000 annually, plus full benefits, 401k matching, and 4 weeks paid vacation. You'd start Monday if you accept." River's mind went completely blank. $180,000. That's the standard starting salary for the position, yes. Is that acceptable to you? Is that... Celeste, that's more than 3 times what I make now, working 2 jobs combined. Then you'll finally have time to actually be a father to Lily instead of just surviving day to day. Celeste smiled genuinely. "River, I didn't offer you this job out of gratitude, though I'm deeply grateful for what you did. I'm offering it because I spent 3 days thoroughly investigating you, and everything I learned tells me you're exactly the kind of person I want leading operations at this company. You're reliable, ethical, hardworking, and you put people before profit. Those qualities are incredibly rare and valuable." "I don't know what to say. Thank you doesn't seem like nearly enough." "Say yes. Say you'll take the job." And River, Celeste's expression softened noticeably. "Say you'll have dinner with me sometime, not as CEO and employee, just as 2 people who met under unusual circumstances and who I think might enjoy getting to know each other better outside of this office." River looked at this remarkable woman, this CEO who'd tracked him down, who'd looked into his life, who was offering him not just a job, but a complete transformation of his circumstances. And he saw something in her eyes that went beyond professional interest or gratitude. He saw someone who was lonely, someone who was surrounded constantly by people who wanted things from her, but rarely saw her as just Celeste. Someone who had been genuinely moved by a simple act of kindness from a stranger who expected nothing in return. "Yes," River said without hesitation. "To all of it. The job, the dinner, everything. Yes." Celeste's smile was absolutely radiant. "Excellent. Janet will handle all the paperwork and get you set up for Monday. And River, thank you for saving my life and for reminding me that there are still genuinely good people in this world who do the right thing simply because it's right. 6 months later, River sat in his new office, smaller than Celeste's but still more space than he'd ever had in his life, reviewing logistics reports when someone knocked softly on his door. "Come in." Celeste entered, walking without the boot now, fully healed from the accident. She'd started dropping by his office regularly, always with some excuse. A question about operations, a report that needed reviewing. But they both knew the real reason. They'd been dating for 4 months now, taking things slowly and carefully, both of them cautious after past heartbreaks and complications. "What brings the CEO to the humble operations wing?" River asked with a warm smile. "I have a meeting nearby and thought I'd see if you wanted to grab lunch together." "Let me check my very important schedule." River made a show of looking at his calendar. "I appear to have an opening. What did you have in mind?" "There's a new cafe that opened down the street. I hear they have excellent sandwiches and even better company." They walked to the cafe together, and River was struck, as he often was these days, by how surreal his life had become. 6 months ago, he'd been working warehouse shifts and serving drinks at a dive bar, constantly exhausted, constantly worried about money and how to provide for Lily. Now he had a career he genuinely loved, financial stability for the first time in years, and he was dating an incredible woman who made him laugh and challenged him intellectually and really saw him, in a way no one ever had before. "What are you thinking about?" Celeste asked, as they settled comfortably at a small table with their food. "How much has changed in such a short time? 6 months ago, I was convinced my life was just going to be an endless struggle forever. Now," River gestured around, "now I get to have lunch with the most amazing woman I've ever met. I get to pick Lily up from school every single day instead of working through dinner. I get to breathe." "You deserve all of it, River. Every bit of it. You know that, right?" "I'm starting to believe it." Celeste reached across the table and took his hand gently. "I need to tell you something, and it's probably going to sound crazy or too soon." "Okay. I think I'm falling in love with you." The words came out quickly, like she'd been holding them back for a while. "I know it's only been 6 months. I know there are complications with me being your boss technically. But River, you changed my life that day. Not just because you pulled me from a car, though I'm obviously grateful for that, but because you showed me what real character looks like. What it looks like when someone chooses to do the right thing, even when it costs them everything. I'd never seen that before. Not really. And She stopped, vulnerability written all over her face. "I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose you." River felt his throat tighten with emotion. "You're not going to lose me. Celeste, I'm falling in love with you too. I think I started falling that day in the parking garage when you grabbed my hand and told me you wouldn't forget my name. You kept that promise. You found me. You changed everything for me and Lily. How could I not fall in love with someone like that? So where does that leave us? Somewhere good, I think. Somewhere really, really good." They finished lunch and walked back to the office holding hands, and River thought about that moment 6 months ago when he'd had to choose between his interview and helping a stranger. It had seemed like the worst timing in the world, like the universe was testing him and he'd failed spectacularly. But he hadn't failed. He'd passed, and the universe had rewarded him in ways he never could have imagined. 1 year after the accident, Celeste and River got married in a beautiful small ceremony overlooking Puget Sound. Lily was the flower girl, beaming with pride as she scattered rose petals down the aisle. River's sister Sarah cried through the entire ceremony, and Celeste's mother, who'd been skeptical about her daughter marrying an employee, was won over completely when she saw the way River looked at Celeste, like she was the most precious thing in the entire world. During the reception, Celeste pulled River aside to a quiet corner of the venue. I have something for you." She handed him a small wrapped box. Inside was a keychain, simple, silver, with an engraving that read, "Some things are more important than interviews." "It's perfect," River whispered, his eyes filling with tears. "You changed my life that day, River Hayes. You missed your big interview to help a stranger, and I was that stranger. And I will spend the rest of my life being grateful that you're the kind of man who makes that choice, who runs toward danger instead of away from it, who puts people before opportunity. I love you. I love you too, and Celeste, I'd make that same choice 1,000 times over because it brought me to you." Although they kissed as the sun set spectacularly over the water, two people who'd found each other in the most unlikely way. A car crash, a missed interview, and a choice that changed everything. Because sometimes the things we think we've lost turn out to be exactly what leads us to what we were meant to find. Sometimes missing your big interview means finding something infinitely bigger. And sometimes the stranger you help turns out to be the CEO who changes everything. Not with money or power, but with love and recognition and the simple, profound gift of seeing someone exactly as they are and choosing them anyway. And that's where our story ends today. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances, and remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances, and remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances. And remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances, and remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances, and remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances, and remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story. What did you think? Did River and Celeste's story of a missed interview becoming forever love touch your heart? Let us know in the comments what your favorite moment was. If you enjoyed this story, we have so many more waiting for you. Check out our playlist for more heartwarming romance tales that will make you believe in love all over again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, keep believing in love, keep believing in second chances, and remember, the best stories are the ones that remind us we all deserve our happily ever after. See you in the next story.